What's going on, Morton, Pennsylvania? Peoples of Morton. I'm gonna start this with telling y'all moving out in Morton was a blessing to me. It was a beautiful place to live. I enjoyed Morton. It was very peaceful. I love Morton. I love even walking from the bus stop of like just walking through this whole town. It was amazing. I never really lived in a place like this. I developed even more spiritually from the peace. I always lived in the city. Never been disturbed. I loved how the people treated me. It was a beautiful place to live, honestly. But now we have to get into the things that transpire. Oh, there we go. There we go. They're not so peaceful no more, right? So now we got to get into this more in PA. All it took for me was to get, let me, taking my kids to school, daycare and stuff like that. You got to know me. You got to know. I know I didn't get close to a lot of people out here. No, I didn't get close to nobody. But I was definitely very cordial with everybody. Everybody spoke. That's one of the things I loved about it. It definitely was a peaceful place, but you have to admit, Morton, around the pandemic time, it got crazy, right? It changed. It was a lot of people driving, making loud noise with their vehicles like you just heard, because these people have my house bugged. But we're going to get into that a little bit, Morton. The police was very respectful. I had kinship care of my son. Some of my friends that lived in the streets, from the streets with me, they used to say like, I ain't coming up there to embrace. I'm like, nah, not Morton, bro, not Morton. Morton is different, bro. It's different. Like definitely there's one police officer that came a couple times because I had kinship care of my little brother for a while, and he was a little troubled at the time. I was trying to help him see a different environment and see him a little in life. But you know how some people don't really want to let go. So I had to call the cops a couple times. Oh, actually, he called the cops on me trying to, do that. But I had experience with a police officer, and he always smiled ear to ear, had a beautiful smile. He had a very nice personality. And I'm like, nah, bro, the cops up here, they different. It don't go like that. Now one of the people that was with him was a little, he was less understanding than the other one. He was like feeding into some of the stuff. But this other cop, he's like, nah, I know that's bull crap. I see what's going on. And he was just a cool person, man. But one day, and let me say this. So I got injured at work from a work injury and was on workman's comp. And then the theater began. I had a couple different incidences that never would happen in Morton, PA. I was in the drive-through at one time, and this dude just cut me off. And I'm pretty sure this was a part of that situation. He just cut me off. And I got into it a little bit with him. But again, I think that was Springfield cops. They called them because the guy hit me with the car because I went and let him cut me and my family off in the middle of the driveway or whatever. And he like nudged me with the car, and they like, you want to press charges, whatever. And I'm like, nah, I'm not worried about that. But at this time, I was dealing with the case. I was fighting the workman's comp case or whatever. So I'm like, nah, I don't want to deal with that. I already got enough going on. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to report it and let y'all know what happened. So after that, my neighbor, he was doing real suspect stuff. He was definitely putting trash cans on my step and just all kind of weird stuff, because he's a weird. Let me stop. I'm trying to keep this cool. He was putting trash cans and stuff on my step, and he was doing stuff in my yard. And most people don't know that I'm disabled. I don't look disabled like that, but I'm literally disabled with two different conditions. It was a failed surgery on my hand, which left me with complex regional pain syndrome. That's a very severe condition. You could look it up. In MS, I then later developed MS after I settled the case. But we gonna get into we gonna go back a little bit. So you know, he was the only one like really antagonizing me. Then one night, these people, these persons across the street from me. Well, yeah, they thought it was okay to pull onto my lawn at 3 o'clock in the morning, beeping their horns with a big tractor trailer, mind you, a big tractor trailer, flashing their lights through my house, 3 o'clock in the morning, beeping their horns at me. I mean, beeping it, not at me. They was beeping their horns, though. You know what I'm saying? It was, whatever noise the truck made. Beep, 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 beep. All that was going on. So I wake up and I come to the door. I'm like, bro, like, get off my lawn. And I'm not going to lie to y'all, Morton. He ignored me. He just completely ignored me like I didn't exist. So then I say, get the fuck off my lawn. You know what I'm saying? This man responds, don't make me call the cops on you. Like, come on, Morton. Like, as a black man with a white man telling him that, like, bro, that's like what? And you violating my property at 3 o'clock in the morning with your on my lawn? On my lawn. So I think I made the right decision. I called the cops on him. I just ignored it, called the cops on him. And when the cops came, he told the cops that I threatened him. Now, Morton, come on, son. How do you threaten somebody on your lawn at 3 o'clock in the morning when you got kids? Like, how do you? No, I just leave it at that. How do you threaten somebody at 3? Even if I told him to get the fuck off my lawn or else anything. Like, I think that would be rightful to say. I think that would be right. That would be in my rights to tell that man that. But I didn't, Morton. I didn't tell that man that. So, once the cop told me, he said that I threatened him, basically. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm going to make the report because I'm going to follow through to the fullest extent. But I didn't feel like going through that, to be honest. Like, you know what I'm saying? He messed up my grass. He left big tire marks in my grass and everything. And I could have went, but I'm fighting a case in workman's comp. Like, they push you through a lot dealing with these people. So, I'm like, I'm not trying to go through that. I didn't even follow through with it or nothing. I left it alone, Morton. So after a couple years passed, literally a couple years, because, I'm still going through my workman's comp, whatever. Well, no, I'm not going through it no more. The case settled. Now, I am getting certain deliveries drivers doing stuff to try to... This was going on while I was dealing with the workman's comp case. Forcing packages in my hand. And I know he was kind of working with these people, or working for these people, because they was trying to mess up my case. If you ever dealt with a case like that at workman's comp or something... They try to do whatever they can to not give you what you owe, your money. So this black man working for UPS, I had incidents with him, and I had to make reports and tell him, do not come to my property. Don't send that driver to my property no more, and told him what he was doing. This is somebody who still is involved with stalking me, that drive for UPS. Y'all probably know him. He probably spread misinformation about me, but it's fine because none of their truth can stand up to mine, and none of them have I can guarantee you this, none of them have no proof of me doing nothing but protecting my house. Come on, Morton, Pennsylvania, when y'all see my face and everybody know who. Matter of fact, I might put my face on this picture, actually. That's what we gonna do. Check the picture out. When you see my face, you rarely see me, and if you do see me, you see me just walking. Except for if it's as of lately. Within the last couple years, I will come out and record what's going on and record the people that is involved in it. But this is what's happening in Morton, Pennsylvania. All of this started from my workman's comp. I don't know if they said I went crazy. I don't know what kind of stuff they said. And I'm going to get in front of the camera more. But you can just have a conversation to see I ain't lost nothing. I'm still the same exact person, and I still haven't bothered or did nothing to nobody. But yet I'm being harassed by Morton, Pennsylvania, Morton PD, and I'm not going to say it's every officer in there because some officers do try to stay out of it. It appears to me, but nevertheless, they still know what's going on, and if they don't speak up, then they're not doing their job, and they neglecting me, and I'm a disabled man. So you're not only stalking just a regular person, which is very weird, but you're stalking a disabled man. These people try to disturb my sleep 24/7. So, and I'm telling y'all, okay, y'all gonna hear the whole story when I release the book. And I hope y'all support me on this book because these people have taken thousands and thousands of dollars from me, hacking me out of everything in my house. Everything in my house, they attack and they hack it. And they hack my intellectual properties, everything. They have cost me thousands and thousands of dollars, literally. From my case, they just completely attacked me ever since. These people across the street work night and day in those auto mechanic shops. And it don't matter, they move around a lot. I know you've seen it. It's people on this block, Morton Avenue, that is heavily involved in it and been heavily involved in it. And it really is no excuse. It really is no excuse. But I thought I would make this video or podcast to let you guys know exactly what's going on. It is no excuse for these people to do this. FEA Industries is heavily involved in it. He used a lot of his employees to stalk me and hack me as well. A lot of people in the Springfield Business Association, I believe that's what it's called, the SBA, are involved with it. This guy, Bill, whatever, you know what I'm saying, that auto mechanic shop over there, and a lot of people on that block is involved in it, as well as, I don't know if this guy, I'm really trying to put it together, but if the guy, Bill, who owns the, trash, I'm sorry, not own, but, I guess is oversees the trash, people, the barrel. A lot of those people are involved in it. Don't matter, black and white. But they're involved with stalking me and literally trying to drive me crazy so I don't do this. That's why I thought it would be a good idea to do this. But that's not all, Morton. That's not all, Morton. These people are stalking my siblings and literally trying to drive my siblings crazy. And even my cousin told me, and this is my cousin, all the way in North Philly, I believe. She even told, I just asked her, and I'll show you little screenshots and stuff like that. I asked her, is people stalking you? Yes, they're stalking her as well. So I know a lot of y'all got paid, Morton, Pennsylvania. But I want to let y'all know before I expose y'all, and expose everything here, because this really was a beautiful place. And until lately, people treated me with respect. Even daycare teachers they liked my kid, they loved my kids. They used to commend me on how I took care of my kids and everything. White and black, same thing, you know what I'm saying? And the sad thing is to see some of y'all same people that was cordial with me be involved in it. You know, and I don't see them much. So maybe some of them did it at first and then stopped doing it. Like, oh, this is wrong. Because you know it's wrong. And really is no excuse you can make for being involved in doing something like this. You know what I'm saying? It really is no excuse you can make for being involved with something like this. If you're like, when has it become cool to be a stalker, Morton? When has that been the cool thing to do? When has it been the cool? And I know some of these people are military and some of these people are in the government and things like that. But when has it been cool to bug people's houses and literally watch them have sex, watch them bathed in a tub? When has that been acceptable and not frowned upon, Morton? Because these people, they just sit across the street from me in a little auto mechanic shops acting like they working. They literally hacking me out of my devices, hacking all of my devices, repeatedly every day, 24/7. And Anthony Shampoo Salon has been involved in it. He did move around the corner. And you know, they put other people in those shops. But, you know, even the guy next door to my house, Morton, heavily involved in it. Not so much, but definitely heavily involved in it, because I think FEA Industries is his people. We gonna definitely figure that out. Bill's Auto Mechanic, they definitely are involved in it heavily. I'm calling these people out, and for years I didn't want to call these people out because I didn't want their children to be affected. But my children are affected, Morton. My children can't even have a peaceful and safe laptop to work off of. I had to keep my kids homeschooled because I was afraid to send them to the to school. I had to, like, my kids can't. Yesterday I seen that these people were hacking my youngest son iPad, his iPad. These people make noises while I have sex to let us know they're watching us have sex. They make noise while I'm bathing in the tub to let me know you're bathing in the tub. They watch me in my bathroom, whatever kind of equipment they have. These people are disgusting scumbags, and they will be exposed. And I have no choice but to expose them and everybody else involved with it. But I just wanted to let Morton, Pennsylvania know what kind of scumbags these people are. And I'm ready for them. See, I've been trying to get in court for the longest. These people they are not necessarily the ones we be looking at for the most part, but the people controlling them are powerful people. But it don't matter. Everybody has to be exposed. And it's just sad that the police, because like I said, I had respect for some. And then some cops was telling me, you know, and told me my property line, and I respect all of that, you know, because that's being an officer. But also being an officer is to protect and serve, and definitely a disabled man, I think he would be protected and his family. But not only that, they rev engines at my girlfriend, and, you know, and my children when they're going places and all kind of things. You know, they try to inflict fear into people. That is how these scumbags think. But I just wanted to let y'all know a little bit more and let y'all know my side of the story, because I'm pretty sure you have their side of the story, which I don't even have. I've been scratching my head trying to think of it and calling them out. I'm not going to lie. They had my house bugged. So sometimes I say things to provoke them and try to get them to, you know, I be trying to figure out what could they possibly have told people about me, you know? What could make people do this heinous stuff? And y'all let me know more, because I want to know. I want to know what these people said about me, because I'm hated without cause, because I don't bother nobody. All I did was try to heal my body, which I'm still trying to do, and take care of my kids the best that I could. But these people have had my house infiltrated by different people, even internet service providers. They prevent me from getting work done on my house. They intercept delivery drivers and sabotage the parts that I get to, you know, work on my house and stuff like that. It's just complete. They completely try to oppress me in it started in like 2020. So there's been and it's been constant for years, Morton. So y'all let me know. Y'all let me know, because I'm definitely calling stuff out now. I got a book coming out. I got a documentary come out. I'm about to start walking around Morton with a camera for the documentary, because this is a big part of my life. So y'all let me know. You know what I'm saying? I want to know, what could they have told you to get you to work with them if you did, and or just ignore it? You know what I'm saying? What lies are they spreading about me? Because as far as, I know I'm hated without cause, because I don't bother nobody. Never have, never do. Like, period. I don't bother nobody. I just report the abuse that I'm going through. But I'm out. And I'm Rasheem. I'm just Rasheem right now. I'm not nothing else, Morton, because that's maybe what you know me by, Rasheem.